welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing it fantastic. And yes, we're going to be talking today on this Monday. Dollar Tree. Now, why do I continue to love the Dollar Tree? Well, I have a Dollar Tree that they literally built within walking distance from my house, which is a plus, right? It used to be an old Eckerd Drugs pharmacy kind of store, if you remember the Eckerd Drugs. Then it was a Rite Aid, and then it stayed abandoned for a while, and no one, I thought it was actually going to be a Dollar General or a Family Dollar, and then someone said, oh no, they're going to put a Dollar Tree there, and that's before they had the frozen section, the frozen food section. And I was like, well, I mean, I love Dollar Tree, it's one of my favorites, but I would like to be able to run in and pick up a bag of chips or a soda or whatever without having to go all the way down the road to the Walmart or to Kroger or whatever grocery store is up that way. And then out of the blue, it was the Dollar Tree, and then shortly after that, they had the frozen section come in, and then shortly after that, they had the $3 to $5 stuff going on, and now we don't know what the heck's going on. I do have mostly $1.25 items. I actually have some things that are under $1.25 in the food items, and let's go ahead and start off with that. So first thing I want to show you is I always keep these in the pantry. I like these. I know my kids love them. I'm more of a soft shell kind of taco person, but occasionally my family will come over and we'll do a taco night, and they always want these kind of shells. And I'm like, I need to keep them in my pantry, keep them on hand. I actually found one of these in the back of my pantry when I was cleaning up, and we had a taco night and we used it, and I remembered, and I said, let me go ahead and grab these because I don't always see these Ortega, which is a name brand. It's 8 taco shells, and it still was $1.25. So every time I see them, I'm kind of going to keep a couple of them on hand because they're good. My kids love them. They really do. Now, this was something that I priced at other stores. So $1.25, I don't really like to pay $1.25 or much more for canned food because you can find certain things at Aldi and other places for, 79 cents, sometimes less than that. But the Goya, another name brand item with this is the small red beans at Walmart right now. I think they're $1.79, if I'm not mistaken. They have a recipe here on the back. Guys, I love to make rice and beans. These are my go-tos. I keep them in my pantry. I have none. I have some pinto beans, and I have some black beans, and I have some garbanzo beans, but I had no more red beans. And these are the small red beans on top of that, which I think is going to be even better. I think I usually just buy the red beans. That's all it says, I think. I don't remember. I never really paid much attention to them. But again, this is $1.25. I went ahead and grabbed a couple of them. They had other ones there too, but if I can find them cheaper, I try to do that. But when I was going to make some rice and beans, I was like, I don't have any red beans. And then I made a trip to the Dollar Tree, and oh my gosh, there they were waiting on me. I love the fact they got this pull tab on there that you can open it up very, very quickly. And I'm thinking these go till 20... Oh my gosh, it says best by 2/12/30. These go to 2030. I'm going to just flip a switch here. It does. It says best by February 12th, 30. They're going to be eating way before then, but I don't think I would want to have some canned stuff to 2030. Oh my gosh, 2030. Whew. We're getting too far gone with that. But yeah, anyway, I'll be eating these within this year, I'm sure. But I'm going to actually try to find some more because I don't like to run out of these. This is a good staple. If you're on a budget and you have to cut back, like say you have a short week with your money short and you still eat rice and beans, you could make you a pot of that. You could eat off of it 2 or 3 days, maybe make a salad with it or whatever, put some avocado with it. It has saved me in a pinch. And on top of that, if you're have gluten issues, it's gluten-free. Beans are really good for you. I just try to eat them in moderation. Okay, the things that I found for $1 was this right here. Now, I like mustard. I'm not a mustard snob. These had $1 on there. You see the $1 little marking right here. What do they say on the Best By date? I'm just curious. That's going to floor me till 2030. Oh, my goodness. This says till December 4th, 2026. Okay, so they're $1. It's Founders Street. And I'm going to tell you, I've been going through mustard lately. I don't know why. And I have had a hard time getting my hands on it sometimes. So when I see it and I went to the register, I said, if these are $1, I'm going to go ahead and get them. If they're not, I'm not, because I can probably get them at other places less than $1. And the guy rang it up. He says, no, they're $1. And I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab it. I didn't grab not one, I grabbed two. And yeah, you got to stock up on the things that you use, right? And there you go. The Dollar Tree does have things under $1. I'm not saying it's a lot of things, but who knows when they start to transition and they get, a system going, maybe we'll be seeing some things, especially in food items, go down a little bit. And I would love to see these kind of canned goods go down, under $1. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Okay, so we are pushing really close to the Halloween season. I found some really good, cute items that I'm going to show you towards the end of the video, so stay tuned to that. But I do want to talk about a couple more things. I know you guys are probably sick of the Spider-Man deal, but my grandson, if you've been watching me at any given point, he is turning 4 the first part of October, and he's having a birthday. And I saw this. We actually took a field trip. I did not video it. I don't know why. But we drove all the way to a place called Griffin, Georgia. Me, my mom, and my sister, we drove all the way out there to this brand new Dollar Tree. And we had, found some little things. And I had, they have these bags at all the Dollar Trees. But I had not seen the Spider-Man one because I would have already picked it up and showed you guys. But I did see this one. And I thought, oh, well, I'm glad I drove 100 miles to get a Spider-Man bag, because I got to put all his little goodies in it, because he's got quite a few things. And yes, it was $1.25. Now, at this store, it was very, very nice. They did have price checkers. I was kind of surprised that one so far away had a price checker, but the one right up the street from me doesn't. Don't understand that whatsoever. I did pick up this, but this will not go for my grandson's birthday. I'm actually going to give this to him this probably couple days. This is something that was not, when it rang up, it came up no price at all. And I was like, oh my gosh, is it going to cost more than $1.25? I'm not going to get it. Because, some of these things, just because it looks cute and you think it's $1.25, maybe more. But when she actually looked at it, got the manager or whatever, and they said it was $1.25. But it's just a little coloring set with a few little markers. My grandson does like to sit and color and draw, and he can talk to me and tell me all the things that's going on in his little mind as a 3, almost 4-year-old, right? So, yeah. I also found some new little things that I haven't seen in any of our stores. These right here, guys. I have been looking for these in my stores near me for so long, and I never ever see them. So the brand new one had not only this cute little blue one in the Spider-Man, but also the red. So I'm going to keep one in the car, for on the go when we can't get to a place to wash our hands. I can kind of use this just to be sanitary. And this one I'm thinking about, keeping in his little playroom, because the other day he was messing around with slime. And, maybe we could just use this before having to go all the way to the restroom to wash up. Actually, I'm going to tell you right now, I was thinking about putting these in his birthday bag, but I don't know. I'm probably not. But I thought they would be really cute for the whole theme. Guys, the Spider-Man stuff is on point, and it was $1.25. I was really happy about that, because I was thinking they were going to be $1.50, because I know some of these at my stores, when they haul them and stuff, people are saying that they've gone up to $1.50, but they were $1.25. And I was going to say, did they have it on there? No, it just says kills 99.9% germs, and it's by that Smart Care. I thought those were pretty good finds. And then the last thing I got for my grandson, and it would have been awesome if this could have been Spider-Man. I did open them up, guys, and look at them, because I just couldn't stand it. But I did purchase this little Monster Jam bandages, because I don't have any little, kid bandages anymore. I've used all of the ones that I had. And I said, let me go ahead and grab these, because, my grandson, get a boo-boo here every once in a while. And I thought he would be okay with these little Monster Jam little Band-Aids. And look how stinking cute they are. There's 14 of them in there. There's not a lot. But yes, they are the Monster Jams. And he still, loves his Monster Jams. Usually when he comes to my house, he'll have his little fists, tight with his little mini Monster Jams. And there'll be different ones. And so he'll bring them over here, and sometimes he'll take them back home, and sometimes he'll leave them, and then I'll find them. You know, he leaves his footprints in every single room when he visits, and it's just so special. Okay, let's talk about some seasonal things for Halloween. Code Orange, Code Orange. Of course, Halloween is knocking at the door. You want to probably start getting things now, because as it gets closer and closer to the time, you know, especially at the Dollar Tree, it's slim pickings. Well, last year I looked for this item. I was so bummed out that I could not find it. And at the new place, I walked right up to it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this trip was an awesome find. Now, I sat here and told a fib. I sure did. I said everything was $1.25, but I'm wrong. These had the little sticker on it, so that means they were $1.50. And that's right, the Halloween stuff all went up to $1.50. I was just so excited about it, I forgot. But yes, so I guess everything that's in the Halloween thing except the candy that I'm about to show you will be $1.50. I'm not upset because this is something that I love to do. And they had two different designs. So let's talk about the first one. This is the sticker countdown Halloween. There's 31 secret spine tingling stickers. It says countdown to the spookiest day of the year. And they had this one little design. And then they had this one here. Same kind of concept, just a different look to it. And it has the same thing here on the back. What's this say right here? It says, each day of October, open a different window to pop out a sticker and then place it anywhere inside the trifold haunted mansion. Explore every spooky room in this mysterious attic, the ominous laboratory, and more. Designed to fit on a mantle, a table, or a bookshelf. This Halloween book also comes with holiday decor. Now, I read all that to say, you know how much I know how much advent calendars or countdown things can cost. So I am not mad at all for $1.50. So you know what that means? We're gonna have some shorts. I'm gonna pick one of them. I don't know which one it is, and I'm gonna do a countdown. Maybe I'll do a countdown for both of them. Why not? And put them in short forms. I kind of miss doing that. I can do one every day of the week, all the way till October 31st, because on October 31st, that's going to be Halloween. And it's also going to be, I haven't told anybody this, but I'm going to tell you now. It's also going to be when I get ready to go on my cruise. So yeah, I want to do a live video on that day, if possible, to kind of kick it off for that upcoming vacation. We shall see if I can pull it off, but we're definitely going to be seeing some more of these, and you guys can get a little kick out of it with me. I'm not going to open them up here because we're going to open them up on some shorts on YouTube. So comment, let me know if you see the notifications for my short videos. I would appreciate if you just check them out. They're usually less than 30 seconds long. Sometimes they go a little bit longer because we finally can go a little bit longer, but I try to keep them pretty like short and sweet. And I just love advent calendars. I just do. I think they're just super cute. $1.50. I'm so stoked about this. And yeah, I wanted it all last year and couldn't find it. Okay, I did get some food items that are seasonal, and I wanted to show you with the seasonal stuff. But this is new. This is the 16-pack Halloween chocolate sandwich cream cookies, right? Now, I did at one point put in my community tab that they have all different kinds. They have the chocolate chips. They have the peanut butter. I want to say they had the vanilla creams. They had the regular Oreo ones. Now, these are, you know, okay. They're not, you know, they don't taste like an Oreo, but they're okay. I actually purchased these to put out. Now, I'm not going to probably get any trick-or-treaters or any people that are going to come to my house because I live on a kind of an end street and nobody ever comes. But I do like to have things like this just in case, and I can put them out for Halloween. But more than likely, these are going to go into like a little, you know, I got a little dish that I put little candies and treats in, and whoever wants to try them out, they can put them out. And I'm going to try to get these out for, you know, real soon for the month of October. Maybe they'll make it till Halloween, who knows. But this is what they look like. They're individual wrapped little sandwich cookies, which I think is awesome. And yeah, perfect little thing. There's 16 of them. You could get a couple boxes of these and, you know, throw in some good candy and mix it up and have a little special treat. for the trick-or-treaters. I thought that was cool. Now, this is one of my favorite things. It's going to be a problem. I hope I don't get into it and eat too much of it. But they had the name brand Zachary since 1950, the candy corn, but these are the actual pumpkins. Now, I didn't get the candy corn because I'm trying not to have these around me, because these are really, 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 really good. They're mellow creams made with real honey, 6 ounces, and, you know, I might have 1 or 2 of them, but yeah, they'll be gone. My whole family loves these. They'll be gone in a heartbeat, and I only got 1 package, and that's how it's going to stay. I'm not getting any more, I hope. So that was $1.25. And yeah, if you like the candy corn, this is the time to stock up on it. Now, I'm not going to say this is the best deal. These Reese's, another name brand. There's 4 pieces in here. And they're really, really tiny. And they look like little pumpkins. My son loves these, and I actually picked these up for him. His birthday's coming up very, very soon on October the 1st. So I said, well, I'm going to pick these up, and I'm going to give these to him, and I'm not going to open them because I don't want to be tempted. But yes, I know they're tiny because I actually have purchased a couple of these, and my grandson got a hold of them, and my daughter and some other people, and I said, those look very, very small. They're very tiny, so take my word on it. But if you're just wanting a little pinch and you don't want it, you know, if you just want to spend a little bit on some candy for yourself, yeah, it's a good deal. But that $1.25 can add up if you buy more than 1 package. I get it. But I thought the concept was cute. Yeah. Okay, and then I did pick up another set of these cups because every year they have a different design. And sometimes I get the same design. It's a 4-piece. And this one is Pick Your Poison. Guys, I really love these. I used to love to have them when my kids were around, but now I like to have them in the season just to pick them up and drink water out of them, or, you know, some juice or whatever you're doing. And I just think they're nice, and they just make you think it's, you know, the season. So $1.25, I mean, excuse me, these were $1.50 because they did go up. All the Halloween stuff is now $1.50. Now, these last 2 items I just wanted because look how stinking cute. They are 10 plates. And I tell you guys, I am, you know, one of those people who I cook for 1 to 2 people on a given day. And I don't want to mess up a whole plate and have to worry about washing it, you know, getting it in the dishwasher. So sometimes I will just eat out of like a paper plate or, you know, a styrofoam plate. But I thought, oh my gosh, when I saw these, I'm going to put them in with my plates, and I'm going to, you know, eat out of them. And they're just stinking cute. And they had different designs. But this one right here, it is so cute. And of course, it is $1.50. So I did pay $3 for these plates. It is what it is. And that's okay. They have the little red dot on there. I know things are going up. We can't have everything the same. We got to roll with the punches, and I just wanted to have these to kind of make it fun for the season, right, guys? A lot of things are going on in October. I can't wait for, you know, the season to start, but I'm not looking forward to the end of the year, which is knocking at the door, right? We get through October, honey, it's on, right? We get through October, you know, November and December is going to whip on by. So we are really getting close to ending 2025. So if you stayed to the video to this point, go ahead and put 2025 in the comments because, yeah, where has it gone? And it is almost done. And we got to live it up. We got to live up our Burr months, you know, September, October, November, and December. We gotta thrive in 2025 in these last few months. And I think we're going to do it, right? We're going to do it. And Dollar Tree is going to help us get there, right? All right, guys, I'm going to see you. I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you very, very soon in the next one.